Have you ever felt like impostor syndrome? Confidence, creativity and self-sabotage and childhood wounds are holding you back in creating your dream book. Well, then this session is for you. Before we begin, I want you to understand that hypnosis is not sleep, not mind control, not some strange state where you lose yourself. Hypnosis is a focused state of awareness, a condition in which the conscious mind becomes quieter and less busy, while the deeper mind becomes more responsive, more creative, and more available to change. In many ways, it is similar to those moments when you are deeply absorbed in a good book, or a meaningful memory, or in the beginning of a powerful idea that seems to arrive from somewhere deeper than ordinary thinking. And because you are a writer, you may already know this state very well. There are times when you sit down to work and words seem far away, and the inner critic starts talking, and the old doubts begin to whisper. Yet there are other times when something shifts, and you find yourself entering a different rhythm entirely. Times change, attention narrows, ideas begin to connect. Images, phrases, meanings and memories and insights start linking together. And what you are doing today is learning how to access that state more deliberately, more constantly and with greater trust. Sometimes people who are criticised, dismissed or bullied when younger develop a habit of turning against themselves internally. The outer critic may disappear, yet a kind inner echo remains. The old echo can show up as impostor syndrome, hesitation, self-sabotage, overthinking, and that feeling that one must somehow earn permission to create. But the beautiful thing is this: what we learned cannot be unlearned, and what we practice unconsciously can be replaced with something stronger, kinder, steadier, and far more useful. So today, it's not about forcing creativity, it's about installing a creative flow state that feels natural, self-enforcing, and it's about helping the deeper mind understand that writing is not a test of worth. Writing is an expression of lived wisdom. Writing is a rhythm. Writing is discovery. Writing is evidence that your voice belongs here. So as you listen, you do not need to triumph. In fact, the less you strain, the more easily your mind can begin to recognize itself around confidence, creative permission, and steady authorship. So, find somewhere comfortable and let's begin. Now, pick a point somewhere in front of you, slightly above your eye. Eye level that it is comfortable, and simply allow your eyes to rest there. You do not need to stare hard, just notice that point. And as you notice that point, you can also notice your breathing. Nothing forced, nothing artificial, just a natural movement of breath coming in and going out. And while you continue looking at that point, you may begin to notice that your eyes know how to grow tight all by themselves. The more you look, the more you become aware of tiny sensations in your eyelids, around the eyes, behind the eyes, perhaps a flicker, a heaviness, a blinking urge, And that is fine. That is natural. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to take in a comfortable breath. And as you exhale, allow your eyes to close. And when they close, you can let your mind go inward. So take that breath in now, and as you exhale, eyes closing and going inward. Good. And in a moment, I will ask you to briefly open your eyes and close them again. And each time they close, you go deeper and deeper. So in a moment, eyes opening now, then close them again, and drifting down twice as deep. That's right. Again. In a moment, eyes opening, just for a moment, and close them again, deeper still. Every closing is letting go. Every closing is a signal. Every closing is a choice your deeper mind is making to enter a state of deeper inner absorption. One more time now. Eyes opening and close them again. And let that inward movement deepen and deepen. As you continue breathing, you can notice the simple fact that you are here, listening to my voice, hearing these words, aware of the chair beneath you, aware of the air around you, because you are aware of these things. Some deeper part of you can already begin shifting into that beautiful state where change happens more easily than logic ever imagined. And you do not need to know exactly how you are going deeper. You only need to allow it. Now I want you to imagine a place that represents your creative life, not a pressured version, not the self-conscious version, not the version watched by critics from the past. I mean the real place where your mind loves to create. Perhaps it's a study. Perhaps it's a room with a desk and a favourite chair. Perhaps there is morning light or a lamplight or a soft glow of the late afternoon. Perhaps there are shelves, papers, notebooks, a keyboard, a pen, a mug, a faint scent of paper or wood, or the quiet air. However it appears exactly right for you. And in this place, there is no bullying voice, no mockery, No measuring. No need to prove. This is a room of the author. A room of earned presence. A room where years of experience, observation, pain, insight, humour, resilience, and understanding have all been waiting to become language. Notice that somewhere in this room there is a manuscript, your book, not perfect, not finished, alive, real, becoming, growing page by page, chapter by chapter, sentence by sentence. It does not need to arrive all at once. It only needs to continue. And as you look around this inner writing space, you may become aware of that old problem. Had never really been a lack of ability. It was interpretation. It was old conditioning. It was a habit of pausing to question your right to speak. It was the old reflex of shrinking before invisible judges. But those judges were never the author. They were merely noise. You are not that person anymore. You are the person who remained, the person who learned, the person who sees more deeply now, and you as you could then, the person with perspective, the person with material, the person with a story and a voice, and a body of wisdom that deserves expression. And as you stand or sit in this writing room, you can begin to sense that creativity is not something you must chase. It is already here. It has been waiting behind the noise, beneath the noise, beyond the noise. And now the room itself seems to say, welcome back, you may begin, you may continue, you may trust what comes. In this inner creative space, imagine now that there is a staircase leading downward. Not downward into darkness, but downward into depth. Downward into a deeper workshop of your mind. A place where creativity, memory, imagination, confidence, and calm concentration naturally join together. In a moment, I will count from 10 to 1, and with each number you can take one step down. With each step, the outer mind can soften, and the deeper mind can open. With each step, you move closer to that reliable flow state where the right words come more easily and the right ideas connect, and the old self-sabotage simply loses its grip. 10. Taking the first step down, deeper into your inner author. 9. Surface mind growing quieter. 8. Releasing pressure, keeping purpose. 7. Leaving behind the need to prove. 6. Going deeper into trust. 5. Halfway down now, already feeling the difference. 4. The old critic growing faint and far away. 3. The creative flow becoming stronger and more present. 2. Nearly at the bottom now, where confidence and imagination meet. 1. Stepping into your deeper workshop of your mind. And here, at the bottom, there is a writing desk. On that desk is a small red object, perhaps a red pen, perhaps a red ribbon, perhaps a red bookmarker, a red seal, a red stone. And as you notice the colour red, your subconscious mind begins linking red with creative permission, a steady confidence, a productive flow. Every time you see the colour red, these suggestions become stronger. Every time you see the colour red, your creative focus becomes easier to access. Every time you see the colour red, your confidence in writing grows deeper and deeper and more automatic. Red means begin. Red means trust. Red means right. And that anchor locks in now. Red means begin. Red means trust. Red means right. And once more, deeply and clearly. Red means begin. Red means trust. Red means right. Now, your subconscious mind can begin making the adjustments that matter. You no longer confuse doubt with truth. You no longer mistake hesitation for wisdom. You no longer interpret old emotional echoes as present-day reality. That was then. This is now. The bullied child had to endure. The grown person now gets to choose who you are. And from this point forward, writing becomes a place where you meet yourself with steadiness instead of suspicion. You don't need perfection to begin to order or begin to order to begin. You don't need certainty in order to continue. You do not need applause in order to create. You only need willingness, rhythm, and trust in the next sentence. Imposter syndrome begins to dissolve because it was never evidence. It was only an old pattern, a habit of self-questioning, a false conclusion built around an old experience. that never defined your real worth. You are not an impostor in your own life. You are not an impostor in your own voice. You are not an impostor in the truth you have lived and the meaning you are here to express. And creativity now becomes safer. Safer because your mind understands that writing is explanation, not exposure. Writing is revelation, not danger. Writing is movement, not judgment. You can draft imperfectly, revise intelligently, and continue calmly. The words do not have to prove your worth. The words only have to arrive. There is a part of you that has known how to create, always. That part is older than criticism, stronger than fear, and wiser than the old reflex to stop yourself. And that part is becoming more available now. You may notice ideas arriving more fluidly. You may notice less friction at the beginning of a writing session. You may notice that when you sit down, it becomes easier to simply start. Self-sabotage loses its function now because the subconscious mind understands there is no need to protect you from your own self-expression. No need to delay, disrupt, distract, or diminish. The work is safe. The process is safe. Your voice is safe. And as you begin to write from earned authority, not arrogance, not performance, authority born of living, authority born of surviving, authority born of seeing what others missed, authority born of time. Your book matters because it is yours to write. Now, I want you to imagine a specific day in the future. You're about to begin writing, perhaps morning, perhaps afternoon. You walk into your writing space or sit at your desk or open the document for a brief moment. The old habit tries to appear. A flicker of doubt, trace of delay. But this time something different happens. You notice something red. Maybe a pen. Maybe a folder. Maybe a small object in the room. And instantly, the anchor activates. Red means begin. Red means trust. Red means right. And you feel your body settle. Your breathing smoothing out. Your mind organizing itself around the task. Instead of spiraling, you start. One sentence, then another, and momentum replaces hesitation. Now, further in the future, another day, perhaps the work is harder, Perhaps you are facing an important chapter that only matters deeply. In the past, this may have triggered self-sabotage, over-editing before the ideas had room to breathe. But now you stay in the process. You allow the first draft to be the first draft. You let writing come through before elevating it. You trust that shaping comes after generating. And because you trust the sequence, your creative flow remains intact. Now imagine another scene. Someone asks you about your book, perhaps a friend, a colleague, a family member, maybe even some reader someday. And you hear yourself responding differently, not apologetic, not with that minimizing tone, not with embarrassment disguised as modesty. Instead, calm and natural. You say you are writing a book. You say it as fact. You say it as the person who is doing the work. You say it with grounded confidence. And now imagine holding that manuscript further along than it is today. More pages, more structure, more substance. You look back and realize that the breakthrough was not one dramatic moment. It was the installation of reliable state, a new relationship with writing, a new identity organized around consistency, trust, and creative freedom. And each future scene confirms the same thing. You begin more easily. You continue more steadily. You trust yourself more deeply. You write more freely. And every time you see the color red, the future becomes real, more embodied and more automatic. In a moment, I'm going to count from 0 up to 5. And as I do, you can return to your ordinary awakeness and awareness, bringing back with you everything useful from this experience. And as you rise, all those positive changes continue integrating into your background, becoming stronger, steadier, and more natural. 0. Begin to return now, bringing back confidence and creative calm. 1. A fresh, clear energy moving through your mind, like a cool mountain stream, washing through old doubt, clearing stale hesitation, leaving behind clarity and strength. 2. The mind brightening, the body re-energizing, the deeper mind locking in all positive change, closing the door firmly against old negative suggestions, old bullying echoes, and old self-sabotage habits. 3. More alert now, feeling lighter, clearer, more centered. Noticing the good feeling can begin at the corners of your mouth. A smile easily forming as confidence returns. 4. Becoming more awake, more alive, more refreshed, perhaps more amused by how unnecessary some of those old traits now seem. You can even try not to smile, try not to feel good, and sometimes the more you try not to, the easier it becomes, and that growing sense of confidence and relief. 5. Eyes open, fully awake, alert, refreshed, present, feeling good, feeling clear, feeling grounded, and carrying this forward. This installed creative flow and the flow state. And as you are fully awake, let those 4 moments continue reinforcing everything deeper in your mind. From today forward, when you sit down to write, it becomes easier to begin. Beginning becomes more natural. Momentum becomes familiar. Confidence becomes quieter, steadier and less theatrical and more real. You do not need to force inspiration because your mind knows how to enter the stream. The inner critic is no longer in charge. It may make noise sometimes, but noise is not authority. Noise is not the truth. Noise is just a leftover habit. And every time you notice it, you can return to what is real. The page, the sentence, the breath, the next idea and the next paragraph. You're writing this book as the person you are now, not the child you were then. And this distinction matters because the child may have learned to brace, but the person you are now has learned to build. The child may have been mocked, but the person now has meaning. The child may have gone quiet, but you now have a voice, and that voice knows how to write. Each time you see the colour red, the installed pattern strengthens again. Red means begin. Red means trust. Red means right. And this grows stronger each day, stronger each hour, stronger each time it is used successfully. Your subconscious mind continues supporting writing in useful ways. Greater ease, clearer focus, follow through, increased trust, and more authentic expression. So let this carry you now. Sit down, begin, continue, and let the book be written. Now, before you click away, I want you to really think about something. If you felt even a small shift in this session, imagine what's possible with this kind of work done consistently, personally, and tailored specifically for you. Because this isn't just about listening to a session, it's about rewriting your patterns that have been running your life for years. So if you're ready to move beyond imposter syndrome, stop second-guessing yourself and finally step into that creative, confident version of you that's been waiting underneath it all. So I invite you to work with me directly. My name is Charlene Robin from the Empowered Mind Hypnosis, and this is exactly the work I specialise in, helping people break those deep-rooted patterns, create long-lasting change. You can find all my details of how to work with me in the links below. So whether it's private sessions, programs, or deep transformational work. And if this session resonated with you, make sure you like this video, subscribe, or turn on notifications, because every time you come back to this work, those changes compound faster and deeper. And remember, every time you see the colour red, you don't hesitate, you don't doubt, you begin. And remember, calm is the strategy.